I suppose this is a state of consciousness, which if one realized it, all the distinctions and outlines of things would disappear. The whole world would kind of go blur into a great sea of cosmic jello like this. Or else, I thought perhaps that it wouldn't be quite like that, but maybe everything would become suffused with a kind of omnipresent interior light, something like this. But I couldn't make it happen that way. And you know, it was strange. There was one thing in my experience, I was living in London in those days, that really stuck in my craw. One thing that I just couldn't make disappear into this jello or this infinite continuum of the one ultimate reality, the true self behind everything. And that happened to be a London taxi cab. They were upright, they were ugly, they were the most individual, impertinently definite things you could imagine. And I could not make these silly gadgets, which I saw all around me, disappear into the one. And suddenly it dawned on me one day that to see the unity behind life, things don't have to merge into jello. They don't have to become suffused within a life. I saw it with that taxi cab. I saw that that taxi cab, by being the very upright, impertinent, stupid-looking thing that it is, precisely as taxi cab, it manifested the one underlying reality. In other words, this is not a question of imposing upon the world of difference some abstract conception of unity in your mind. You don't have to go around saying to yourself, now don't get
disambiguation, bamboo.
All things are fundamentally one.
Wait a little while.
You don't have to do that at all.
Bodies in here.
You have to see the secret. That it's the very differences of things, the very individuality of things, their prickly personal reality that manifests, that shouts out, that advertises the underlying unity. And so then, it is through seeing the fact that the differences themselves are the unity that we come to an inward, clear realization of, after all, the thing that we've forgotten. Because going about our everyday tasks involves constantly focusing on the details of things, focusing on the contrasts and the differences between. And so in this absorption, in dealing with the difference aspect of the world, we simply forget the unity aspect of the world, which the very differences so clearly proclaim. So then, if we know that the differences reveal the unity, then we see that what we really are is cut, that, it. So what? Does it make any difference? Does it make anybody any happier to understand that behind all the differences of life is a unity which each one of us is? If you really know,
come on, Christopher.
Where
Jesus Christ.
Fade. For you know that you aren't anymore just the fragmented.
You're not I Spy no more, huh? Okay.
You know that what you are deep down at the very center is something beyond time and change.
Oh man, what's up, everybody? Back with part 2 of the Iccpr. I'm going to jump right into it. We're going to read the articles. And we're going to leave Mr. Taylor over there. I don't care. Whatever you're talking about, I Spy, I don't care. It doesn't even matter. I don't care. Why are you still holding on to like shit? I don't even understand it. I'm not being stupid. I don't need to entertain whatever you're talking about. It's just negative energy that I don't need. So just take a chill, man. I love you, man. I still love you. At the end of the day, I love you no matter what you're talking about. It affects neither one of our lives at all. It's just wasted energy. So we're going to get into the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. It's funny. Okay, all right. Post it on your channel then and have fun with it. I don't even understand what you're doing. What's the point? Who cares? You know? Even if he did, I mean, in all honesty, you got the right to say whatever you want to say. Isn't it a free country? I mean, who cares? You know? It's so funny. Like, what do you want me to say? I don't get what you want. Okay, you said it. What the hell? It doesn't bother me, man. If I'm not a person I'm half black, half white. Never been bothered by the word nigger in my life. I've been called sand nigger. I've been called nigger. I've been called all kind of shit. You black motherfucker. I've been called all kind of shit. And guess what? It never pissed me off. I never gave a fuck. I never used the black cloud to, oh, that holding me down. Oh man, I never said the white man's holding me down. You know, I never bothered me. Don't care. I don't care about letters and words. They don't hurt me. One thing I took to heart was sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you. All right. That's one thing I always stood about. So I don't care if he called me a nigger. If anybody called me a nigger, it doesn't affect me. That's not a word that affects my frequency at all. I don't care. Christopher. It sounds like you're on here saying it. I mean, why you got to say it? Are you really subconsciously saying it and like calling me a nigger? You know, I mean, maybe that's what it is. You just want an opportunity to say the fucking word. You know, trust me, I've been around white folks and, you know, I'm mixed. So I'd have fallen both sides of the fence. And I've had some real comfortable white folks around me that I'm like, whoa, hold on now. No. They're not going to start saying that word. No. We're cool, but we're not that cool, you know? Oh, man. But whatever you're going through, I Spy, man, I love you, man. You know, you're good in my book. Let me just get to the lesson. International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, baby. All right? I have a video 5 years ago saying that only losers say that. Okay, I don't care. I'm not who I was yesterday, let alone I'm not the same person that I was on the last stream not even an hour ago. Every moment of the day I'm changing. So I Spy. I don't care. Nothing rattles me. Doesn't bother me. I just laugh it off. I don't lose sleep over anything. You know? So, all right. Preamble. Yep, because you're right, strong-minded. Thank you, Bamboo. Thanks. All right. The International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. We're not going to read the preamble. We're going to go right into it. Part 1, Article 1. All people, all right? All people, again, this is the supreme law of the land. This is what the United States is under, all right? It's not under the Constitution. That's their little thing they use to hide this, all right, in this point in time, all right, because where's it at? All right. That's that. I'm going to show you later. No, that's that. Execution. Okay, is this it? Yeah, Iccpr. Hold on, where the hell is that at? Oh, right here. Okay. And I'm going to add this to it. All right. What's good, Amy? What's good, Amy? Remember, where we at? Majoritarian rule. All right. This is what it is. Majoritarian democracy. All right. This is why we got this. All right. So, part 1, all people have the right. Part 1, Article 1, Section 1. All people have the right of self-determination. By virtue of that right, they freely determine their political status and freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. All right. That means you could identify as whatever you want. All right. Self-determination. Okay. All right. Yes, they are. Number 2, all peoples may, for their own ends, freely dispose of their natural wealth and resources without prejudice to any obligations arising out of international economic cooperation. That's co-operation based upon the principle of mutual benefit and international law. In no case may people be deprived of its own means of substance. All right. Now think about that. Freely dispose of their natural wealth and resources without prejudice to any obligations arising out of international economic and cooperation based upon the principle of a mutual benefit and international law. In no case may a people be deprived of its own means of substance. All right. That's a powerful statement right there. What they're doing, they're not supposed to be doing, you know? Oh my God. Come on, Christopher. In this day and age, you're going to come to somebody's front door. I mean, come on. That's like retarded to even talk like that. You know, it doesn't even make any sense. You know. I mean, Christopher, he goes through these rants sometimes where he just be upset for no reason. And, you know, I don't know, a lack of self-love and, you know, lack of love coming from other people. Like I said, I love you, man. You know, you come to my door, you know, you're okay. You're going to come to my door and see me in person. And guess what? I'll give you a hug. And if you inflict violence, the same thing will come upon you. But I'll give you a hug first and say, you know, man, I love you. Now, you know, what are you going to do? So, but anyways, 3, the states parties to the present covenant, including those having responsibility for the administration of non-self-governing and trust territories, shall promote the realization of the right of self-determination and shall respect that right in conformity with the provisions of the Charter of the United Nations. So the states to the parties to the present covenant, including those having responsibility for the administration of non-self-governing, all right, and trust territories, shall promote the realization of the right of self-determination. What they're talking about is this: is native lands, trust territories, which are under like federally recognized Indians. They're under a trust with the United States government. So that's what they're talking about right there. All right. Number 3, A, each state to the party covenant undertakes A, to ensure that any person whose rights or freedoms are herein recognized are violated shall have in effect remedy, notwithstanding that the violation has been committed by a person acting in an official capacity. B, to ensure that any persons claiming such remedy shall have his right thereto determined by competent judicial, administrative, or legislative authorities, or by any other competent authority provided for by the legal system of the state, and to develop the possibilities of judicial remedy. This is why this is so powerful, because right in the front, before you even get into it, it says, bitch, you're liable for damages, you know? And all right, where we at? 3C, to ensure that competent authorities shall enforce such remedies when granted. All right, now Article 3 of the Iccpr states that the states parties to the present covenant undertake to ensure the equal right of men and women to the enjoyment of all civil and political rights set forth in the present covenant. All right, so that's the states parties to the present covenant undertake to ensure the equal right of men and women to the enjoyment of all civil and political rights. Notice they say civil and political. They don't say criminal, because if you're a criminal, you ain't got the fucking rights, obviously, you know. So, what's good, Mateo? Chris, you need to smoke some. It's all right, man. Let him go. He's trying, bro. I'm tripped with your mom. So I mean, he's just trying to push buttons that just nothing's gonna work. Whatever you say, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm reading words on a fucking phone screen that really is a light beaming in the background. How can I take that seriously? You know. Article 4. 1. In time of public emergency, which threatens the life of a nation and the existence of which is officially proclaimed, the state parties to the present covenant may take measures derogating from their obligations under the present covenant to the extent of strictly required by the exigencies, I don't know what the hell, I've never seen that word before, of the situation. The exigencies of the situation, provided that such measures are not inconsistent with their other obligations under international law and do not involve discrimination solely on a ground of race, color. All right. And notice how they spell color. They spell it COLOUR, sex, language, religion, or social origin. All right. See how discrimination in religion, all right, and your social origin. All right, think of what they were doing to Mr. 19, you know. So, number 2, no derogation from Article 6, 7, 8, paragraphs 1 and 2, 11, 5, 6, and 18 may be under this provision. Okay, all right. Any state party to the present covenant availing itself of the right of derogation shall immediately inform the other states parties to the present covenant through the intermediary of the Secretary General of the United Nations and provision. Okay, we're not going to read that shit. Declaring destruction of rights of freedom, just for government, there should be no restriction upon declaration of any fundamental human rights. Okay. Part 3, Article 6. This is when it starts to get, right to the point. Article 6.1. Every human being has the inherent right to life. Point blank, period. This right shall be protected by law. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his life. All right? And they're talking about life. Okay? All right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. right. Now, this is going to be kind of crazy because which is I'm gonna get y'all with this one. All right. Now, I mean, other laws, obviously, this is different, but I'm talking about United States. Okay. What is life? You're not going to want to know the answer to this one. That's why I stopped on life. Because it does not mean what you think it means. But, you know, in this sense, this is why you got to be careful with dealing with these fucking people. All right. Because what we think a word isn't the word. I know, Christopher, it's crap what I'm reading. So you're wasting your time sitting here, you know. It's actually kind of entertaining that. All right, so this is what the word life means in law. All right. This is coming from the 3rd edition, all right, of Legal Terms, Black's Law, which was published in 1933. Okay. This book was published in 1933. All right, life, the state of animals and plants or of an organized being. All right, so that's what we're considered, an organized being, in which its natural functions and motions are performed, or in which its organs are capable of performing their functions. All right, the sum of forces by which death is wrested. Okay, that's what life means under law, guys. Now you go to modern day terms, okay? Black's Law 10th edition, which is, you know, made in 2000 and, when was this one I got published? All right. This is what life means. This was published in 2000 and, what is this? Let me say, hold on. This one was published in 2000 and, this one is 2014, okay? And the definition of life is the period within which a plant or animal exists as a vibrant, growing, or even subsisting organism before it dies. A period that mere objects never have. The state of being alive as a human, an individual person's existence. All right. Why is that important to know? Because shit, you would think that would come first, but that's not life. All right. And when you're doing research, legal research, all right, it says it right here. All right. The sum of fortunes, but oh wait, no. An organized being. All right. We're organized beings. All right. Damn, dude, this dude is full of hate, man. Read the Bible. This dude is full of hate, fucking up. I don't want to block him, but shit, I might want to block him. Get him off of here because it's you know, fucking up the frequency. You know, read the Bible. This is the Bible, Christopher. Where you think the Bible came from? It's law. All right. I wonder which one came first, the Bible or the law. But anyways, so that's what life means. So very interesting word. So be careful with using that word if you use it. But you know how to say life, liberty, and property. You know, I mean that's what they're saying in law. So what is life? You know, they're talking about animals and plants and shit. You know, but anyways. All right. 2, in countries which have not abolished the death penalty, sentence of death may be imposed only for the most serious crimes in accordance with the law in force at the time. And I read it yesterday about how a court case this already, you know, this is why there is no death penalty in America no more. You know, people are, you know, how many murders happening? Obviously this is in play. All right. There's capital punishment in this country. And there's murders up the ass in this country. And like you'll see one one or two. You know, two people put to death, you know? And I think they just put that out there to get the people upriled so they can get mad and come out and say no. And then they go back to this document, you know? All right, so I'm not going to read that death penalty shit. Number 3, when deprivation of life constitutes a crime of genocide, it is understood that nothing in this article shall authorize any state party to the present covenant to derogate in any way from any obligation assumed under the provision of the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of Crime and Genocide. Number 4, anyone sentenced to death shall have the right to seek a pardon. We already read this yesterday. Or commutation of the sentence. Commutation means just go down to a lower penalty, which is life in prison. And this is what they done. Amnesty, pardon, or commutation of the sentence of death may be granted in all cases. This is why the death penalty stopped right here. All right? Not the Constitution. This. Number 5, sentences of death shall not be imposed for the crimes committed by person below 18 years of age and shall not be carried out on a pregnant woman. Number 6, nothing in this article shall be invoked to delay or prevent the abolition, all right, of capital punishment by any state party to the covenant. All right, so eventually it's gone. All right, so you know that's coming soon, probably under Biden. No death penalty, purged fully in effect. So, you know, you guys already know where this headed. Now they're going to come out on the news after they hook Chicago up with the purge. They're going to come out on the news. The death penalty is no longer, it's abolished and we don't have it anymore. And motherfuckers are going to be like, damn, you know, I could kill a motherfucker and just go to prison. Then you're going to see rappers, you know, go into prison and doing rap videos and how cool the prison life is. And then they're going to let it be. So, you know, you could have your rights and, you know, have a woman while you're in prison or a man while you're in prison. And now, shit, prison life is like, shit, that's the way it is. Like, oh, shit, I go to prison. I can still have me a wife. She can come over. We can still have a family. Watch what they do, guys. We're in the inversion time. By 2030, this shit's going to be going on. I can guarantee you with it. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Just by understanding this right here and seeing it form right in front of my very eyes. You guys, oh, did I upload that video? No, I didn't. I'm going to upload this video, and we're going to actually watch it together of what I saw today when I was on my way to, you know, a fucking sheriff came flying by me, cut me off and then stopped because it was chasing somebody. So I was like, shit, I wanted to see. Oh my God, man. Who's he going to run for president? Yeah. All right, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to bounce motherfucker. No, y'all going to do it. I'm not even going to do it. If somebody wants to bounce Christopher Taylor out, it's all up to you guys. I'll leave it in your hands. You guys are the judge, jury, and the convictor. You want to bounce him and block him, have at it. Because he's distracting the message. Just get him, you know, you guys want him out? Bye-bye. It's up to you guys. Whoever wants to, you know, take out, you know, maybe he'll come back in another form. All right, so yeah, this is what I observed today. I'm going to upload the video real quick. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Sayonara. Thanks, guys. I'll let y'all handle that. Okay. Let me go. I don't know what his problem is, man. The guy's, you know, he's one of those people, man, that had his American dream vision. I already know. I read his energy, you know, and the times I've talked to him with wives and stuff like that, I know what it is, you know. He had this vision of the American dream, the American world, the retirement, the picket fence, the wife, the kids, and, you know, he realized we're going to hell in the handbasket faster than you could blink a fucking eye. And it's all over, so he can't handle it. And he's in a dark space, you know. He never found himself. He's looking in a book to find himself. People that are in a book that find themselves don't truly find themselves. So, all right, hold on. I'm titling this video. This shit's crazy, yo. Think the zombie apocalypse is a joke? It's fentanyl getting stronger and stronger. And we're going to have to deal with this shit, you know? Because more and more people are actually going to turn into this shit. I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to play it on the screen. Should come in pretty clear. We'll watch it together. Hold on. All right. All right. Should upload. Okay. So, what's good, Ocho? All right, let's go. Let's get back to this important ass fucking document that we all should learn. Okay, number 8. Okay, no, number 7. This is what people used. The Moors use this, I know for a fact. I actually helped a couple people with their the couple people that weren't afraid to use it. I literally made up a template, gave it to people, and people were afraid to fucking use it. I'm like, come on, I mean, what is there to be afraid of? You're afraid to turn a fucking piece of paper in? And I use this, Article 7. No one shall be subjected to torture or cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment. In particular, no one shall be subjected without his free consent to medical or scientific experimentation. All right? But think about what it says right here. No one shall be subjected to torture or cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment. What were they doing in the fucking nursing homes, guys? All right? And you better believe that these lawsuits have Article 7, all right, along with shit from the Constitution and Article 7 of the Iccpr in their lawsuits, guaranteed. All right. This was a silver bullet for a lot of people, you know, because nobody wants to go into fucking court, and the actual law has to uphold this treaty and say, hey, you know, this is what it is. You know, when this comes into play, everyone fucking ducks out of the way. Look at BLM, LGBT, all the little agendas. This is what they're using, how they structured it, and it's beyond me. But this is a backdrop. Seattle, it was used. They even slipped up and said they called it the autonomous zone. So they use this document, and Kashami Sawant is one of them. Okay, they use this Iccpr to do what they did in Seattle and in Portland. All right. Article 8, no one shall be held in slavery. Slavery and the slave trade in all their forms shall be prohibited. No one shall be held in servitude. What's servitude? All right. What is servitude? What number am I? All right. Servitude, an encumbrance consisting in a right to the limited use of a piece of land or other movable property without the possession of it, a charge or burden on a state for another's benefit. All right. An easement by necessity is equitable servitude. Servitudes include easements irrevocable licenses, profits, and real covenants. All right. That's why this says no one shall be held in servitude. Right to the point. Article 8, because of what the word servitude actually means. And it even has the word covenant in it. So this is why it's in here. And what I just say about Seattle, an encumbrance consisting in a right to the limited use of a piece of land or other immovable property without the possession of it. Okay? Think about it, man. This shit is all. This is all what it is. This is what they do. You know, this is what they do to us. They just fucking claim land and just sit on the motherfucker. You know, this is just ridiculous, man. All right, number 8, 3A. No one shall be required to perform forced or compulsory labor. All right. Paragraph 3A. Shall not be held to preclude in countries where imprisonment with hard labor may be imposed as a punishment for a crime. I know here in Rochester, New York, Monroe County, there is no more fucking community service. All right. They don't have fucking inmates doing all that shit because of that right there. All right. Because the performance of hard labor and pursuance of a sentence to such punishment by contempt of court. All right. It says, shall not be held to preclude in countries where imprisonment with hard labor may be imposed as a punishment for a crime. All right. That's considered hard labor. You're not getting paid minimum wage. What the fuck is it? That's straight slavery. All right. They got away with it for many years, but that shit is over now in many places, you know? This dude he's literally on the internet. All right. He's on the fucking internet, guys. He's on the fucking internet talking about what would you do with an AK in your face? Like, who does that? You're going to come to someone's door with an AK. All right. You really listen to what you're saying. You know the fucking feds watch this shit, Christopher Taylor. I mean, come on, dude. Like, you're on here talking shit. It doesn't even make any sense, man. Maybe he is a fed. What would I do with an AK in my face? I mean, find out. If you can get that close, you know, find out. I mean, self-defense is a real thing, you know. But he's crazy, man. This is crazy, man. You know, like I said, how is he still here? You guys, you know, you guys thought y'all bounced his ass out of here. Permanent ban. Don't put him in timeout. Y'all want him out of here, get his ass out of here. Other than that, he's entertaining. All right, he wasn't in New York City. He's in Rhode Island, you know? You still in Rhode Island up there, Chris? Oh, you're not a mod? My bad. I don't know how to do it on this. Matter of fact, I got my other phone right here. I'm about to mod it all up. Yeah. Give me a second. I got you. I'm going to give you. He talking about AKs. I'm going to give y'all a tool. Shine that in his face. Hold on. Let me go to. How can I get to my video from here? Disrupting the service and shit. I mean, disrupting this stream service. I'm up here reading the damn covenant, talking about the service. God damn it. All right, somebody got him out of here. All right, thanks. Whoever got him out of here, thanks. All right. All this negativity around. But anyways, all right. Back to this right here. Okay, force component, military. All right. All right, we're gonna go down, skip down to number 9. We're gonna get to the grits and gravy. Article 9.1. Everyone has the right to life. Everyone has the right to liberty and security of person. All right. This is where all these things we should be using in our life right here. Memorize these things, research these things, research the law, and then you'll realize it'll lead you to knowing how to deal when you're dealing with these people, man. Everyone, all right? Everyone. That's everyone with an E. A, B, C, D. Hold on. Everyone has the right to liberty and security of person. That goes into the Constitution of the United States. All right. So that's going to be in line with the U.S. Constitution, you know. And turn up batteries already. Dying. Oh, guys. Hold on a second. I hit the wrong button. I go to the screen over here. The hell did it go? Right here. Sorry, guys. Y'all know I'm the worst presenter ever, but the shit gets out. So y'all know I'm the worst presenter ever, but it gets out. Should I put right in front of me? I'm the worst presenter, but I get it out. All right, there's charging. Okay, so where was I at? Okay, I was at number 9. All right. Okay, so number 9. Everyone has the right to life, right to liberty and security of person. No one should be subjected to arbitrary arrest or detention. Well, this lines up with the 4th Amendment, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath, and or affirmations, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons and things to be seen. Yo, what's up? Not much. I'm just doing a live stream. What's good? Yeah. Oh. All right, cool. Say what's up to the people.
What's up, guys? I want to say thank you so much to Right the Matrix, man. You guys don't know how awesome this guy is. Like, literally saved my life, changed me as a person in multiple ways, man. You get nothing but the best information from this motherfucker. So share the videos. Go to GetRightTheMatrix.com, GetRightTheMatrix.com. Share that with everybody.
We're still.
I call Right the Matrix like 7 times a day after by this person that I know. Love Right the Matrix. So, guys, support this fool and any.
Oh, you broke up. You there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Everyone show some love to Right the Matrix. I was ranting and raving about how awesome you are.
No, it's all good.
Please do me a favor, Mr. Matrix. If you have the time and when done with your live stream, I will be up all night. So please give me a call.
All right, I'll ring you back.
Sounds good. I might jump on the live stream too. I'm jumping on the highway right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'll probably throw your live stream on. So, but if you could give me a call and everyone go to GetRightTheMatrix.com.
Yep, you're breaking up. All right, he broke up. Must be in the mountains or something. Shout out to Fake Mike, Real News. So shout out to Fake Mike, Real News. So, all right, where we at? All right, so that one lines up with anyone arrested. All right, this one. What we got going on here? Cool runnings well. Ultra Surge had to pull some of this out. Okay. This plane was good. This plane, big, wise, big, tripping, asking why you won't press it. What? I lie about how threatened Wise life years ago. Man, what is going on today with all this craziness, man? I don't know what's going on, guys. With all this craziness, like people just stuck in the past, yo. We are literally living in 2022, and we got, I don't know what the heck is going on, but it's all good. We're gonna stay on task, man. You know, this is life I've been living for a long time. I'm just finally like breaking it down for you guys, you know. So all right, anyone arrested or okay, okay. All right, so number 2, anyone who is arrested shall be informed at the time of arrest of his reasons for his arrest and shall be promptly informed of any charges against him. Boom. This is what they're doing right now, guys. Trust me, I've heard from investigators. I wonder if I still got the video. I heard from investigators. They go around, they have this pad, like they have a unit in Rochester, New York, and in other cities too, that goes around because they can't hold any fucking body. Like if it's not physically doing something to somebody or threatening the public welfare, the being, they got to cut them loose. Point blank period. They got to cut them loose. And this is real. This is going on right now all over. I'm watching it. Matter of fact, my video is up. Let's make a timeout and check out this video, guys. This shit is going on everywhere, and it's in the burbs. People are ending up in, I mean, you guys was on my stream when I went over to that one alley where that encampment is, and I talked to that guy. I actually saw him today too, before I recorded that lady. But the guy, he ain't from the city. They're all ending up in the inner cities, man. They're getting on the drugs out there. You know, I'm down my street earlier. My kids were like, there was this dude flying down super fast in a beat up ass pickup truck, hooked the corner, and people were like stopping and yelling like, "Oh, the shit is gonna be everywhere, guys. It's gonna be everywhere," you know. And like I said, like all this we're just stupid shit that we're doing is just unnecessary. But I mean, hey, this is what it is. Where the hell my channel is playing? But yeah, I don't see it. I don't hear. Hold on, I got a million tabs open. Oh, here we go. All right, we're gonna go to home. We're gonna go to home, and we're gonna go to the Lord's my videos, your videos. Oh, man. Check this shit out, guys. Wait, why am I in the studio? Hold on. Just watch this video real quick. How did I get on this crap? All right, here we go. Check this shit out. Look at this shit, guys. Look at this shit. This is fentanyl, guys. Let me turn it up. Listen, don't just look. Listen to this.
Zombie fucking apocalypse.
Look how she moving, yo. It's like it doesn't even look like a real, this shit don't look like real human movement. Like it was like literally like this, like how you see in the movies where the zombies be like frames at frames and like moving at frames. Like this shit had me freaked out, man. Look at this shit, man.
Driving by.
I drove by, falling behind his cops, and they cut me off. So I had to turn around, and I had to go down this side street, went down this back street, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, she was over here, like, doing something, like, to this wall, like some weird shit. And that's why I came around and this is what I saw.
Zombie fucking apocalypse.
And look how she moving, yo.
On my way. A lot of cop cars and sheriff cars.
Like, look how she moving, yo. Like some shit out of a movie, man.
So I'm gonna check that
Look at that shit, yo. That shit's scary as fuck.
Pizza Love, guys.
It's almost like I don't know, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you ever see them scary movies with the frames and like they like glitching and then like if you turn your back, the motherfucker be behind you, type shit. Like you every time you look back, it's like closer. That's how the shit was moved. Like it's how she was moving, man. That shit freaked me out. It looked like the camera, but no, she was moving like that. It was just the weirdest shit ever, man. Like, watch that shit on your screen to see what I'm talking about. It was crazy, man. It is weird, man. And I see this shit all the time. You know, in Philly, you know, right, Blink, in Philly. You know, there ain't nothing I could do, man. You know, like, ain't nothing I could do. You know, oh, and then check this out. Tonight over dinner, we were talking. And shout out to Maria. Y'all be seeing her in the chat. You know, that's my son's girlfriend, right? Her sister is an EMT. And guess what they found the other day? Then I told you, they don't report everything on the news here, man. They found a woman the other day dead, and she had a stick in her throat and in her ass. Yo, and they told that they were not told the news had not reported to the news. Crazy shit. Because she's an EMT, man. That's where I've been getting a lot of stories from, man. You know, about how all their calls are all overdoses all day long. The fire department, that's all they do is their putting out fires is putting out the motherfucking fentanyl fire in the human body. It's bad, man. I'm gonna take a ride down to Philadelphia before it gets too cold. But yeah, it's wild, crazy, man. And it's like people don't realize what's going on, man. You know, they really don't understand what's going on, you know. They really don't understand what's going on, you know. So, you know, wow, that's crazy. So we get back to this covenant. Bamboo, J True. Shout out to all you guys. Let me give all y'all a shout out. Miss Blink, Bamboo, Rap Samples, J True, Blink, Brother Cuts. Who else? Ocho, the Fart Salesman. That's different. Oh shit, what I just do? Why you delete that? This plane, I've never seen you around here before, but that's a weird comment because you read this comment. Why is Big tripping asking why you won't press Zach about how he threatened Wise life? That's like some old shit right there. I don't even know where this comment came. Where did he get that from? Because my brother, I know, haven't posted no videos in a while. And, you know, hey, people got beefs. That ain't my beefs, you know. So that's weird. That's a weird comment out of the blue like that. I don't know where this energy coming from. But anyways, I don't think I saw Kimmy up on here. Blink, Disambiguation, Patriot Underground. Whoever else is up on here. Shout out to all you guys. But yeah, I gotta get down. I gotta get down to that shit. But let me get back to this covenant, man. I'm like all over the place. Sorry, I wanted to be strictly about this so people can learn this, research it. It's simple. You start looking at the laws, you can start to see it. You look at the Constitution, you can see how it links up with it. You look at what's going on in reality, and you begin to see it. You know, you begin to see this shit. you begin to see this stuff. And you're like, okay, I get it now. You look at case laws, you know, you start to get it now. That. All right. Okay, all right. I just had to check something out real quick. All right, we're back. All right. Yeah, if y'all want to follow along, shit, there's a link. Okay. Article 9. Anyone who is arrested shall be informed at the time of his arrest, the reason for, all this right here. All right. So if you're arrested, you need to be informed at the time of your arrest, the reason for your arrest, and shall be promptly informed of any charges against him. Number 3, anyone arrested or detained on a criminal charge shall be brought promptly before a judge or other officer authorized by law to exercise judicial power and shall be entitled to trial within a reasonable time or released. This is how they're getting us, guys. It shall not be the general rule that persons awaiting trial shall be detained in custody. This is why they're all being let out. But release may be subject to guarantees to appear in court for trial at any other stage of the judicial proceeding and should occasion arise for execution of judgment. Nowhere in this does it say civil. Nowhere. That's why, we're not really arresting anyone for DWIs anymore. Oh, we're not arresting anyone for unlicensed operator anymore. Why? Because it ain't criminal. It's civil. And this is what they're going by. This is how all this shit is so easy and simple to get them off your fucking back. Stupid ones pay, the smart ones get away, And it's not bucking the system, it's the law. All right? They've been fucking us long enough. Now we got the ability to know and act, and here we go. We use these things. Like I said, I'm going to have templates all ready to go. So my website's up. I'm going to have shit ready to go, All you got to do is fill in the motherfucking blanks. That's it. Put your name, use a word, Microsoft Word, fill in the motherfucking blanks. I got everything from family court, which is my specialty, to child support, to custody, to family offenses, to traffic, to all that. Anything civil, Anything fucking civil. Easy. Easy. It's simple and plain. All right? This is all easy. We should not be going through none of the shit that we're going through. Everybody's going through some rough times. Like I said, road pirates ain't going to know. Like I said, this shit ain't for everybody. You got to walk this shit. You got to live this shit. You got to stand on this shit. You got to learn this shit. You got to speak this shit. You got to know what to say. You got to have it in your heart, So, all right. So, anyone who is, okay, I already read that one. Judicial power, reasonable time, it should not be a general. Okay. Number 4, anyone who is deprived of his liberty by arrest or detention shall be entitled to take proceedings before a court. So anyone who's deprived of his liberty, which means by arrest or detention. Remember, all these people saying, oh, am I being detained? Yes, you are. Well, guess what? You've been deprived of your motherfucking liberty. All right. And that's what I'm doing now. Notice of a claim against the city of Rochester. All right. And it's been, let me see. It's been 8/19/2022. So it's been over the 30-day mark. All right. And you got 90 days, according to Monroe County, State of New York, and the City of Rochester to file a claim. You got 90 days, all right, to file notice of claim for a car impound that my son was driving and 4 violations, all right, on a vehicle. The vehicle got violations, not even the fucking person. That's a whole nother ball game, all right? So this was operating without insurance. What was operating without insurance? How could you be operating without insurance? The legal definition of operating is, let's go right to it. All right. How could you be operating out of just how stupid this shit is? And they've been getting us with this for so long with this black magic sorcery, you know? No one, nobody ever heard of you this plane. Yeah, I don't understand. Like all these trolls coming around. What is this plane? Wise called you out. Okay, listen, Wise could cause me out. Why do you know how many people were sending me stuff about this? I don't care. I don't got no. I don't have anything wrong with Wise. I don't got nothing wrong with Zach. So why would people want to pull me into the middle? People got beefs. That's their beef. That ain't my beef. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. Why somebody else's beef got to be my beef? I don't even. I haven't done nothing wrong to Wise, and Wise ain't done nothing wrong to me. So if he has a problem with me, then hey, that sits with him. It don't sit with me. You know, you see what I do. I keep it moving. I don't care about anything. And then Laz got a right to say whatever he wants. He's always been that type, you know? So the shit don't matter to me. So it's all good, this plane. So, I mean, people trying to get riffraffs. And, you know, people were sending me a message about Paul Unslaved and, hey, man, you should go talk on Paul's Unslaved channel to Zach was on there. And, you know, I'm getting messages about that. I'm like, okay, all right, that's got nothing to do with me. You know, I don't need to get into the people like the fucking drama and all the entertainment. That's why they're there. Entertaining. You know, like I said, you can look at my channel and see what I'm about. Go through the videos. It's shit. You're like, what the fuck is he talking about today? What's he doing? What? Everything is. I posted a picture. I posted a video of what I do today, just to give you an example. You know, because this plane. I don't know if you've been around long enough in this plane. Where the hell is my channel at? I don't even know. I hate navigating through here. How do I even get here? Library. My videos. Uploads. I don't even know what I'm on, guys. But YouTube channel. There's my channel right there. Okay. Yep. Here we go. Let me go back. All right. What I upload today? I recorded a zombie apocalypse. Then I uploaded that. Then it was this live stream. Then it was the early live stream. Before that was imagine if men could experience pain. And then the whole point behind that is imagine if women can experience child neglect. Like what, you know, like all this stupid shit. Like it's always something different. Then it's a perfect rainbow. Then we unite. Then it's in a stream. And then it was the hurricane. Then it was Bellevue moronic agenda. Protesting about Iran. Biden gets lost on shade. Rochester murders. Bill's mafia take over the dumb brain dead masses. Woman and man rob a bank to get their own money. It's always some different shit going on in my channel. It's nothing ever going to be the same. It's always, I just do all kinds of shit, you know? So, I mean, it just is what it is. So, you know? So, welcome to my channel, This Plane. I mean, you're on Lad's channel, so Labs don't even do videos, so who even are you? Right? Is this some kind of like a mockery account? You know, I don't know. I don't get it. You know, why are people calling me out to like? What do they want me to do? Argue with Wise or some shit? Argue with Laz? I don't get it. Argue with Zach? I don't get it. Them days are over. I don't need to argue with people about nothing. You know, we're all on a mission, and hey, I know what my mission is, and I keep doing it every day. I don't stop. You know. So, anyways, I was looking up operating. All right. Oh my god, this shit. I'm gonna have to do a part 3 because operating. Okay. Operating. Okay, what does operating mean? Not under their fucking statutes and all that other dumb bullshit. All right. OPP. I should just look the fucking word up. I'm kind of actually looking at. I'm old school in here, looking at the old internet. Okay, here we go. Operating. All right, operational. See, I don't like the new dictionary because they want you to go all the way back, and they got operating agreement, operating a motor vehicle, operating interest and influence, operating operational law, operational clause, operative. Oh man, I'm not going the old joint. Anyways. Okay. Operation. In general, the exertion of power, the process of operating or mode of action, an effect brought about in accordance with a definite plane. All right. That's what operate means. All right. So, how the fuck can you be operating without insurance? In general, the exertion of power, all right, the process of operating or mode of action. All right. How could you be operating without insurance? All right, that doesn't even make any sense. You're operating what without insurance? It's a stupid ass ticket. All right. And that ticket isn't even that's to a car. All right, because it's an infraction. So a traffic infraction would mean it's from a fucking car. The car did something. Unregistered motor vehicle. All right, which you don't have to register a vehicle. It's their law. And we're going to bust all that down. I got a whole series of videos I'm doing on all this shit. Side wings, side windows, non-transparent. Oh, you can't see through the motherfuckers? See, you got to hold them to their own words. Front windshield, non-transparent. You can't fucking see through the shit? I mean, come on. It's crazy, man. This is all craziness, but you don't even have to go that far. These things are easy. They have no jurisdiction. There is no venue. There is no damage. There's no injured party. Case dismissed. Game over. But me, I like to go the hard way because I like to try new shit. And I'm like, you know what? You stopped me. You did. Well, not me. You stopped my son. You know, he's going to have to. I'm doing it all so he don't even have to go to court. It's just all paperwork. So what you do is you don't answer these things right here that they give you. You wait. Then they'll give you the one in the middle because they're not going to give you who you're going against in this thing. This is just a uniform traffic ticket. They're always saying, oh, you know, then people make this shit so complex. Well, you got to respond. You got to respond. No, you fucking don't. It's called due process of law. You got due process. All right. You do have to answer them. You don't want to ignore them because then that's acquiescence. But what you do is you have them further put their fucking foot up their own ass. See this right here, who you going to make this out to? You got to do some research. You got to do footwork. No, you wait and for them to send you the other one. Oh, you were supposed to, because this says return by mail or appear in person. They're gonna send another one. It says you were supposed to return by mail or in person by 9/6/2022 at 2 p.m. Now you must, whatever they're gonna say, appear by this date or in person. And then at the bottom here in Rochester, because it's Rochester Traffic Violations Bureau, it's not New York State DMV, it'll say, due to the charges, we have made arrangements with the traffic, whatever the fuck it says. You can settle this all. They'll give you an amount that it all would equal to, and they'll say for $150 if you plead guilty to here. No. We don't want to do none of that. We're not going to do none of that. You know, that's what they want you to do. So then when they send that, now you get the agency, because this is just a uniform traffic ticket. It just says Rochester Traffic Violations Agency, which is the corporation for the city of Rochester here in New York State, Monroe County. That's who I want to talk to. I don't want to talk about anything else. I don't want to plead not guilty. I don't want to not. No, you send them an affidavit, all right? And then you send them a notice of claim, all right, after that, all right? This is how this is done. And I'm going to show you guys. Like I said, all this shit is going to be available. Everything that I do. This is a 100%. They're going to run away, lose the tickets. Trust me. It's happened before. And then it's to where, okay, do I want to pursue it? That's why they do it. They're like, we already told the car, so fucking just make the tickets disappear. And then when I call, they can't find shit. This happened in Bump. They can't find nothing. They don't know nothing. All right? They figure, well, because of that, well, they're going to be like, yeah, they'll be happy they don't got to pay the tickets because there's 4 of them. No. I like to go a little extra. I like to do extra shit. What's good, Fake Mike, Real News? So I like to do extra shit. So nope, we're not going to go that route. You're not going to lose it. I'll remind you have it, just like that day in the water when the sheriff pulled up and he tried to ask my sons if they got some type of fucking certificate. No, bitch, this is a personal watercraft. I got a life jacket. That's my motherfucking ticket. I got a flare. I got a goddamn fire extinguisher. And no, I told him to his face, I do not have to register this. What kind of ticket you gonna give me? What's the jurisdiction? Where the fuck we going? You ain't nobody on this stream that are watching this now or watch it later ever been, if y'all been through traffic courts like I've been all my life, never been sitting in a courtroom where you heard a motherfucker got a ticket for a fucking jet ski on the water for speeding or some old crazy shit like that. You ain't never seen nobody sitting in there for no shit like that. If you did, they're real fucking stupid to even get that far. You know, you never hear of no shit like that. Or you're traveling on the water with an unregistered jet ski or an unregistered boat. What do you plead, HUD? You know, you never see it because you don't got to do it. So if that can apply to a personal watercraft, why can't it apply to a personal, whatever they want to call it? Car, vehicle, truck, SUV, fucking gas-powered vehicle. Doesn't matter. Same thing in recreational vehicle. And you know, I figured this out when I had a snowmobile years ago. I'm like, man, but I registered it any fucking way because I was like, I wasn't too sure of myself. But come to find out, I didn't have to register the damn snowmobile either. And you don't have to register a ATV. They just want you to do that so they could take the property. It's fucking crazy, man. So, yeah. So just wait for them to send back the magic. I just fucking slipped my own foot in my goddamn mouth, and now I got somebody here up my ass. And how do we get rid of them? Well, we just lose the tickets when they call. We don't know nothing. We already got the money for the tow. No. We got to go extra step because I'm going to find out everything of what y'all doing. I'm going to find out the whole entire spew on what you guys doing with stealing vehicles. How you guys are telling people they need to have it registered to get it out of the fucking fence. Makes no goddamn sense. Making them spend more money. How you guys pick up people's stolen property that's been stolen from them, some people at gunpoint, and they got to get the shit out of the damn pound and pay for it. If they don't, you guys keep it. What kind of shit is that? You know, this is what they're getting away with in Rochester, New York. I don't know about your city, but this is what they're doing here. I can get my car stolen tonight at a corner if I go out at gunpoint and they find it 2 weeks later, it's in the pound. Guess who's got to pay for it? Me, but because they say, oh, well, the insurance will pay for it. That's how they get the little extra money, you know, which that's just wrong anyway. So your car's stolen twice at gunpoint. You know, your car's stolen, you carjacked, and then you get carjacked again because God, you can't get it out there. You get mad and say, you know what? I'm getting my car out of here. Guess who's coming? The other carjackers, the same ones that took it without no one there is going to come carjack you again. You'll get carjacked a third fucking time. And now you got charges. You may get killed, beat, maimed, body slammed, tased, or maced. It's crazy, man. This is what's wrong with the system. And then you got people up here, they want to divide, they want to do this, they want to do that, they just want to do shit, diddly, and then complain about everything that's going on instead of doing shit. This to me is doing shit. Just like when I went down to the fucking courthouse, dead middle summer, ain't no kind of Mr. 19 being propagated, and they're still wearing masks. What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. All it took was a bunch of phone calls to the right people, and goddamn it, what I found out, shit, I wish I would have known that sooner. You know, and lo and behold, shit, they got rid of all that shit. You know, it just takes knowing where to show them what they're doing. All you got to do is show them their hand. Like, look, this is what y'all doing. I already know. These aren't even attorneys. These attorneys don't work for the state. This motherfucker's in Texas. This other one's over here in Delaware. How the fuck are they issuing COVID protocols for this building? Make it make sense. It says director and administrator of their firm, not the state. You guys are playing a game over here. You know, I made the video, guys. I showed you guys what it was. You know, they have all these names on this code. Oh, it's coming from the top down. When you look at, okay, who's this motherfucker? Who's that motherfucker? Who's these people? Okay, they work for the state, but these people issued it. How can they do that? You know, because they trick you. It's a trick of the eye with the black and white. You know, it's crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Yeah, it is, man. It got many cards, many decks. They could play a lot of games, these people, man. You know? And then there's some that'll just straight, hey, yeah, you know what you talk about, but guess what? I'm going to take it all the way and let you appeal it because they know people don't appeal because it costs a lot of money to appeal. But they think twice when, well, damn, this motherfucker will be in the appellate division by itself. Well, we'd rather have a lawyer. See, they roll over people's like that all the time with a lawyer because they know it costs a lot of money in the appellate division. You know, for a regular person, it's like $600 for all the filing shit and all that. But if you got a lawyer, you're talking $10,000. You know, ain't nobody going in no appellate division, you know, under 10,000. You know, maybe 8. No one's doing it less than that. All right. Maybe in like another shit, but I'm talking about family law, civil cases. No, nobody's doing it less than that, you know, in the appellate division. Because guess what? The lawyers got to jack up the judges a little bit. Say, look, you did this wrong right here. You're bad. Hey, nope, you didn't follow it right. Nope. They got to find a yay or nay. But you going in there in appeals, most of the appeals, you know, they go through because, you know, there's a lot of shit left out, but some they don't. And then when you get in appeals, they got friends up there and they'll still get away with the damn tyranny. They'll just make a settlement, you know, to save face. So it's crazy, man. Like I said, man, this shit ain't built for everybody. I'm just talking about people that like to be free, that like that right here, that sees anyone who is deprived of his liberty, all right, by arrest or detention shall be entitled to take proceedings before a court in order that that court may decide without delay on the lawfulness of his detention and order his release if detention was not lawful. All right. Number 5, anyone who has been a victim of an unlawful arrest or even a detention shall have what? An enforceable right to compensation. And shout out to Long Island, all that people says all the shit about him, but this is what he does, and guess what he does? He gets paid. All right. This is that simple. I don't know if he probably uses the Constitution. I would use this document because they run from this. They fucking lose their mind when they see this shit. Trust me. Like I said, I already showed you guys. I have this in family court. All right. And blocking the names out. Boom. That shit is filed right there. That's the file. And you see what I got. It's all right here. All up right here. All right. Constitution of the state, International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. It's longer than that, guys. That's just what I got because I had to shrink the paper down because I use legal size paper. I don't fuck with their little envelope paper. So my shit has all this in here. And you see, it comes like that. And I really put more. You don't see Article 14th of the 10th. No, you see articles of what? The International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. All right. Long list of articles and dots. And that's how you do it. You know? And then you get big giant envelopes that don't say Monroe County. I'm in Rochester, New York, Monroe County. You get envelopes that don't say the family court. They say judges' chambers of Monroe County. There's a big difference. And then I'm not in the hallway with family court, all right, playing Jerry fucking Springer, all right, where they play charades and games with court attorney referees and fucking court magistrates and support magistrates, and they lock you in a room and you're technically under a fucking arrest and you're scared, you're sweating, and they intimidate the shit out of you. And really they have no authority whatsoever. They're just judicial hearing officers whose rank is like a fucking county park authority. That's all they got. They can't do shit but hear and determine and go to their judge, which is elected by the people, and say, look, this is what I found. They really don't say that. They don't even go to a judge, and they make all the decisions and get away with it. But when you learn this shit, you call them out, and now they start talking to you different. They start looking at you different. You start being the last case. You start coming and saying, what the fuck? I'm the only one here today? Wow. There's usually a million fucking people. Or when COVID protocols are coming in, you're not on the computer. You're in the fucking shit. I'm like dead in court in the middle of the fucking pandemic. The only one. They're looking at me like, wow, I haven't seen somebody in weeks. And here you go. And I'm in there, because they want to intimidate me. They want to see if I got anyone with me. They want to know, how the fuck does he know this shit? And I'm not sitting there sounding like a fucking crazy retard sovereign citizen on the internet. I'm actually talking, with sense and calm and cool. And yeah, I know the stuff, but I'm not up there gloating and sure of myself and putting down the court and telling this and this, that, and you got to do this. No, I'm calm, cool, and collective. And, I'm here to play your game, So, yeah, it is what it is, man. So, knowing this shit, I mean, you guys know I've been talking about Iccpr, but nobody listens to me. And people run around talking about the Constitution, supreme law of the land, this and the 14th under the Constitution. Like, you ain't got no fucking rights. The UN is in control of this, bitch. Haven't you seen? Haven't you looked around? Don't you see your shit decaying? Well, how's it decaying? Put this in the backdrop, but you can see, oh, damn. Oh, wow, Article 9. This is why people are getting let out of jail. What the fuck? You look at the Constitution, you can't get out of jail like that with the Constitution. All right. Though they've been doing it, when you look at the Constitution, yeah, they've been doing that shit, violating the Constitution. How come they don't uphold that document, but they uphold this one? Think about it. Well, how are these people? How are they able to do that? Look through the illusion. Why were they able to protest like they do all the shit and no one do anything? No legal recourse because they got it right. All right. They ain't commit no crimes. They're doing civil. So they got civil rights. And guess what else they got? Political rights. That's why they use Act Blue and all these other things to make it political. Well, it's a political movement. And what do you hear the sheep regurgitate? Oh, you're all into those political things. Oh yeah. Or I don't watch sports anymore because it's turned political. Oh, so you're actually regurgitating what they're doing and then screaming about why are they not defending our rights? Because we're in a civil and political game now. If it's political, guess what? They got a right to do it. All right. So if it's backed by politics, like a movement, and they can go in like they destroyed Rochester, they had a protest and totally ravaged the fucking city, no recourse behind them. But if some so-called white supremacists or guys dressed and looked like white people, but actually were just freedom-loving people and actually went and did some shit, then they would be terrorists. You see the difference? January 6th was a terrorist act, but if it was like Black Lives Matter and then they just destroyed, DC'd, and destroyed the building, painted all over it, and just, destroyed all the businesses along the street, it would have been a political, peaceful protest. All right. This is what they're doing, man. Believe it or not, like it or love it. I can't, it's cut and dry, man. This is what they're using, and they're using it to destabilize the United States of America. So Article 10, all persons deprived of the liberty shall be treated with humanity and with respect for the inherent dignity of the human person. All right. This is why they're always let right back out. Accused person shall, save in exceptional circumstances, be segregated from convicted person and shall be subjected to separate treatment appropriate to their status as unconvicted persons. And this is why they let a lot of people out, because a lot of these jails, you know what? We can't separate these motherfuckers from these crazy ass criminals. So just let them out. You're not going to have DWI people, licensed driving people, petty crimes with murderers, robbers, and rapists. It's just not. These are civil penalties, believe it or not. Why do you think petty larceny? That's a civil charge. That's theft. It's a civil charge. They say it's a misdemeanor, but it's a civil charge. All right. They always drop it down to a violation. All right. And give you a break. So what does that tell you? It's been bullshit all along. All right. Number 3, the penitentiary system shall compromise treatment of prisoners, the essential aim to which shall be their information and social rehabilitation. So this is why you see them able to have social media, because they can say, well, what would help me out is I need to be on the internet because I'm trying to learn some things, and, boom, reformation and social rehabilitation. Juvenile offenders shall be segregated from the adults and be accorded treatment appropriate to their age and legal status. All right. Notice how they use legal status here and legal status up here. Article 11, no one shall be imprisoned merely on the grounds of inability to fulfill a contract or obligation. This is where you destroy all vehicle and traffic nonsense that they give you, parking tickets that give you, because no one shall be imprisoned merely on the ground of the inability to fulfill a contract or obligation. So you could tell them when they say on their paperwork, failure to respond may result in a revocation of your license. You notice how they changed it up, though. Look at this. Notice how it don't say any kind of jail no more. A plea of guilty to this charge equivalent your additional vehicle is current, if any, restriction, suspension. All right. Okay. Let me see if this says, they used to say, a warrant may be issued for your arrest if you fail to respond or all this other shit. All right. Now they don't say it no more. So. Okay, right down here. Now see, right down here does say in small, fine fucking print. It says your failure to respond may result in a warrant for your arrest or suspension of your driver's license and or default judgment against you. So according to this, that's 100 fucking % impossible. You will not go to jail for not paying a ticket. And you can bring this right with you to the fucking bank right here. Wait, no. No one shall be imprisoned merely on the grounds of an inability to fulfill a contract or obligation. This is the contractual obligation. Therefore, you cannot be jailed upon that because I couldn't fulfill the contract of the driver's license program that I signed up for unknowingly to be sanctioned, possibly killed by the fucking government. You could say it in those harsh ass words. They're going to look at you with a jaw to the ground, look at you like you're fucking batshit crazy, probably wait till the end and sit you to the end to come up and then kindly scold you and then say, have a nice day, sir, or get out of my courtroom, or don't do that again. And then your shits will be out of there. All right. Because they don't want to play this game, man. They don't want people that know they don't want you nowhere around them, because you could fuck up some shit. Because if you go straight to the top, third article in strictly says that they could be held liable to that shit. All right. So Article 12, and here it goes, the next one. So there's one jewel after another. Article 12.1, everyone lawfully within the territory of a state, all right, shall within that territory have the right to liberty of movement and freedom to choose his residence, your residence, your residence. All right. So liberty of movement. All right. You have that ability from movement. Okay. Let me check something out real quick. So shout out to all you guys who are rocking out. I know I'm probably boring you guys. They would just bring in the military who don't have to follow any of those laws. Shit. Yeah, well, if we get to that point. But in the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, they have that too. Okay. And think about it. People were trying to bring in military to stop the protests, and guess what the military did? We were posting videos of them. They were walking the fuck away. All right. They were walking away. All right. Military had to leave Seattle and Portland. They had to walk the fuck away. They couldn't do shit. Nothing you could do, And yes, they can go all out tyranny and rogue. All right. And, but I'm talking about right now. Forget what the fuck they're going to do. Right now, you got the ability to become free. You got ability to correct your status. You got that ability. All right. To correct your status and claim and let them know who you are. See, we let them tell us who we were, and we were living someone we thought we were. We were living in that birth certificate name, fucking up shit, thinking we're, good credit and doing this and doing that, signing up for this and getting this, realizing there is no fucking money. They ain't giving you nothing of value. All right. You ain't getting shit of that. People are like, well, how do I got all these things? I'm wealthy. I'm rich. You actually don't have anything. These are what they call intangible goods. They don't give a fuck about those goods. All the shit you think you own, they own it. All the shit that you got in, all the shit that shit that you think is valuable is theirs. You just sitting in it right now. All right, that the house you're sitting in, the cars you're driving, the property you think you own, you're just a leasee. That's all you are. You're a lease. All right. That's why it's called D, because it's dead. You can't own fucking land. All right. Even they can't own Earth. How the fuck we think we own Earth? This is natural law. You don't own Earth. You can't own Earth. These psychopaths claim Earth. You can lay claim to Earth, but not under their control, Can't do it. It is what it is. You don't own. You're not going to own a fucking house. Nobody owns their fucking house. Nobody owns their car. You can't own your car. All right? I mean, you can. I mean, you know what I'm saying. You can own your car, but shit, push comes to shove, that's their fucking car. All right? That's Caesar's shit. We already know the property is theirs. Bank accounts, that's theirs. That's their money. It's all their money. It's got numbers on it. It's all fucking money. Why do you think they want to go digital? Then you really know you ain't got shit. Own nothing and be happy. They're going to tell you, bitch, you own nothing and you used to own everything and you were happy. So now you're going to own nothing and still be happy. That's basically what they're saying. You never own anything any fucking way. It's all ours. It's all our shit. What do you mean? You see what happens when you get out of line, bitch, you pay us. Now we're just telling you how it goes. You don't need to come pay us. We take it now. This is what it is, That's all it is, guys. Think of how they doing all of, they want you to lease every fucking thing. They don't want you to own shit no more. They build shit so they can only fix it. Cars, all the new cars, they're gonna be the only ones to fix them. All the new cars are like that anyway. You can't bring a fucking 2022 to some shops. They ain't got know what the fuck to do with it. You got to take the whole front end of the car off to get to the light bulb. I mean, stupid shit. A sensor go bad. Fuck, you got to take the whole car apart. Stupid shit. They start putting, how the fuck you change it? Where's the dipstick? Ain't no dipstick. What the fuck? What do you mean? There ain't no dipstick? Or you got to put the oil in the bottom of the car. You got to change the transmission oil from the bottom. They've been slickly doing this shit for a long time. Remember iPhones first came out? Everybody could fix them. Now, shit, can't fix them shits. Some people can, but it's not like it was. They centralized that shit. They're like, we're losing too much money. Let's make the phones all glass. Makes sense. Why can't they make it that indestructible fucking plastic? It'll look just as good. Put the flex screen on there. It'll look just as good. Samsung's got the liquid fucking flex screen. They don't do it because they know you're going to drop your phone and break it and keep coming back for more to fix it. It's a clever way to make the money, you know? Clever way to make the money. Oh, look, cool. My phone's got glass front. Oh, cool. It looks so dope. The back's even glass. Oh, no, great. Pretty soon the side's going to be glass. You fucking drop it, the whole phone breaking to pieces. Then you got to get a new one every time. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, guys. But, yeah, I don't know how I got off into that tangent, but I was looking up something. I don't fucking know. I was on everyone lawfully in the territory of the state. So when that territory state, right, have liberty of movement. All right. You go to the Constitution of the United States. Okay. Where's my mouse? All right. Go to the Constitution of the United States. Wherever it's at. What the hell? I lost the shit. Oh, man. Okay, right here. Constitution of the United States. All right. Now, the Constitution doesn't really say that in its sense. Okay. It doesn't say, none of the amendments say you have the right to, you know, liberty of movement. They don't really say that, you know. It just says, you know, deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken from public use without just compensation. You know, so this right here, trust me, it's a winner. When you know this is supreme law of the land, it's a winner. Freedom of movement, all right. It's already in case law. It's actually becoming new case laws coming out about your right to travel. All right, your freedom of movement, freedom of locomotion. And we're going to do all those in videos. This is kind of like a crash course because, you know, it's something that I think we should have been fucking learned, but we need to really learn now because we got the time to be free. Number 2, Article 12.2, everyone shall be free to leave any country, including his own. So all the people think you couldn't come from Canada here. Yes, you can. You don't need a fucking Okopoke-doke, all right, to come here and do none of that shit. I mean, there was people doing it, you know, no problem through the entire thing. I went up there to the border for that one freedom protest shit, and shit, there was people coming and going. They were like, I'm like, you can go over there. They're like, yeah, it's closed. I'm like, is the border closed? Yeah, it's closed. I'm like, is it closed? Watching people go. I'm like, they're going over there. People said they're coming back and forth. Well, I mean, it's closed, but it's not. That's what they said. You fucking assholes. I know what it is. Just like they said the fucking Mexican border was closed. Here I am during the height of pandemic walking through the motherfucker. I mean, come on. It's crazy, man. That's why when I want to know something, I go do it. I want to see. I want to know. You guys remember when I did that video? I showed y'all. I walked right through to Mexico. They didn't even ask for my fucking... They said, hi, welcome. Come on. Boom, right in Mexico. No ID, no nothing. They don't need to see shit. I could have had a AR-15 in my backpack. They don't even put your body through a metal detector. That's how dope that is. They got metal detectors. They said, no. I was going to walk. No. They told me no. I'm like, whoa, what am I doing? No, go this way. Wow. Go around the metal detector. They don't even want to rape your body. And you read their constitution, it says, fuck, I'll just pull it up real quick. Where we at? And they stayed true to their they stayed true to their what you call it, to their constitution, man. Powerful fucking document. That's why this, you know, they stayed true to their document right here about their borders, right? And under human rights, again, this is up with the United Nations International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. And if I go to this country, I'm going here under the Mexican government, letting them know I will be coming there, what I will be doing there, and everything in between I want to put in that document. All right. Therefore, when the Jackson police stopped me to try to, harass me, I'm going to get on the phone. I'm going to show them this, and they're going to fucking run high, hoo, howly. They might give me an escort anywhere I want to go because they don't play that shit over there. They do try to bilk you because your passport is actually Jackson, all right, when you go to Mexico. But, if you have the right documents, you say, you know where you're traveling, you know where you're going, you got to know your shit, I mean, you don't really got to know your shit, but hey, look, I'm coming this way. All right. And I'm going through these areas and there's police there. Okay. All right. Under the Mexican government, they're going to know I'm there. Therefore, I'll tell them to call their government officials of whatever state I'm going to, because where I'm going, every single state is going to get a piece of paper. All right. It's going to be in English and in Spanish for them to read. Trust me, I've been working on this shit for fucking years, man. So, all right, here's it goes. And I wanted to test this one. Okay, Article 1, they come out and say it too. In the United Mexican States, all individuals shall be entitled to the human rights granted by this Constitution and international treaties, one of them being the Iccpr, signed by this Mexican state, as well as the guarantee for the protection of these rights. Such human rights shall not be restricted or suspended except for cases and under the conditions established by the Constitution itself. All right, human rights violation. Slavery is forbidden. Check this out. This is a dope one. This is a really dope one. And I've heard of people using this shit. All right. I know Gavin Syme, he used government intimidation and what did he do? He proved that the United States government was out to get him, and therefore he sought asylum and became a Mexican citizen. So anyways, check this one out. Slavery shall be forbidden in Mexico. Every individual who is considered as a slave at a foreign country shall be freed and protected under the law by just entering the country. That means just by walking through their door, just like all the movies always showed us over the years. When a bitch is going to Mexico, the motherfucking federal government and all the agencies and police stop the minute they touch Mexican land. All right, that's some powerful shit. I could vision them in my mind right now in slow motion. Those movies, whichever ones they were, people hit Mexico, then everything just stopped. It was like they was home free, So that's a powerful one, man. Because if you could prove that you're a slave, and I don't think that's even a problem here in the United States. I know I could structure a document and say, look, I'm a fucking slave. They got me under slavery conditions, man. Any form of discrimination based on ethnic or national origin, gender, age, disability, social status, there's that word again, medical condition, religion, opinions, sexual orientation, marital status, or any other form which violates the human dignity or seeks to annul or diminish the rights and freedoms of the people is prohibited in This is the Mexican Constitution, God. Article 2. Mexican nation is unique and indivisible, guys. Remember, the United States used to be indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Well, guess what? It's not. It's fucking divisible now. All right. But anyways, continue. Okay, where's the one that I'm trying to read? All right. Right to education. Hold on. Guarantee that right. And keep in mind, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's all you see what it is. Demonocracy is here. All right. What article is Article 4? Where is about the travel? Hold on. thought it was like close to the top. Hold on. I'm trying to find. I don't know how I'm missing it. What am I? Damn, what the hell? Hold on. 1916. What the hell? I'm trying to find the one where they're talking about entering the country. Sorry, guys. This is all unplanned. I'm so fucking unplanned. Preserve their own social and unconscious indigenous community, indigenous people of the country, recognize, protect, I decide, apply their own legal. That's all about being who you want to be. That's a good thing to read, but I'm not trying to read all that right now. I can't find it right now, guys. I don't know why I can't find it. All right, I can't find it. I can't find it, guys. Sorry. I'm back to this because I'm getting winding down here. But to see that's the freedom of movement, leave every country. The above mentioned rights shall not be subject to any restriction except those which are provided by law, are necessary to protect the national security, public order, public health, or morals, or the rights and freedom of others, and are consistent with the other rights recognized in the present covenant. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of the right to enter his own country. And see, this was when I was coming back from Mexico. They tried to give me a hard time, and all I had and all I know, a fucking punk ass New York State ID. And they were like, "That's not ID. Anyone can get ID." I said, "Bitch, it took me a social security number and a birth certificate and another shit to get the goddamn thing. So how the hell is this shit irrelevant?" It is. Anyone can get it. You should at least had your birth certificate. That's what I known. The birth certificate is a true identity document to travel to a fucking country. Because they said, well, at least if you had a birth certificate, we would know where you're from. And I'm like, that fucking makes sense. But I didn't have none of that shit. All I had was my ID. And I said, "What you gonna do?" "I'm from America." "All right, I'll wait." And they're like, "Come on." They try to be assholes. But remember, they're just fucking security officers for a corporation. They ain't shit. They have no power. They have no authority. They have no jurisdiction. They don't have shit, which I already knew. And they just, everybody just went back over to the United States after we went to Mexico. Mexico don't require shit. United States gives you fucking hell, But right there, Article 12:4, no one shall be arbitrarily deprived of the right to enter his or her own country. Point blank, period. And everyone shall be free to leave any country, including his own. Article 12. All right. So we're not going to read about the alien. We're not going to read, we will read Article 14:1. All persons shall be equal before the courts and tribunals. All right. That's all persons. I don't really like the word persons, but remember, this is global. All right. So persons in the English law is different. All right. We already know what they did to us with that fucking word. But all persons shall be equal before the courts and tribunals, or they might have put that in there because it says before the courts. All right. But I mean, when you see words like all persons, I read shit for what it is. It says all persons shall be equal before the courts. That means before you go in the motherfucker. So, I don't know. It doesn't say before go inside the court. So you could interpret that any way you want. But this is this is international. So it's different. In the determination of any criminal charge against him of his rights and obligations in a suit at law, everyone shall be entitled to a fair public hearing by a competent, independent, impartial tribunal established by the law. All right, notice they say law, not code, not statute, not policy, not none of that shit. The press and public may be excluded from all or part of a trial for reason of morals, public order, public, or national security in a democratic society, or when the interests of the private lives of the parties so requires, or to the extent strictly necessary in the opinion of the court, in special circumstances where publicly would prejudice the interest of justice. All right, I ain't got to keep reading that. Number 2, everyone charged with a criminal offense shall have the right to be presumed innocent and to proven guilty in a court of law. This is why they're letting people out. That goes with the as above. All right. So, you know, that's not a civil crime. Everyone charged with a criminal offense shall have the right. All right. Civil, you shouldn't be nowhere near a jail. All right. In determination of any criminal charge against them, everyone shall be entitled to the following minimum guarantees in full equity. A, to be informed promptly and in detail in language which he understands of the nature, causes of the charges against him. That means make them motherfuckers dumb this shit down for you. All right. Say, look, man, according to Article 14(3), all right, it states that in determination of any criminal charge against me, everyone shall be entitled to the following minimum guarantees in full equity: to be informed promptly and in detail in a language which I stand. So you need to tell me the nature and the charges of the causes against me. Let me know right now. It's your duty. You are required to do this. We ain't required to do shit, all right, unless we did something, all right? We ain't required. These people are required to do all this shit. They reverse this shit on us, all right? And then to be tried without undue delay. And I got one of these right now, all right, with a family offense where they can just, anyone can just, you guys know how these order protection goes. And I can go down there tomorrow and get an order protection against cuts. This motherfucker way in California. I say, man, he was here on the airplane yesterday. He smacked me in the face. Guess what? I'm going to get an order protection. A judge is going to sign it. Cut's going to get served. You're like, what the fuck? I hit you, right? I ain't bad. But guess what? You got to bring your ass to court or it stands in law. And that's how it goes. I'm dealing with one of those right now. And what they did is they tried to play me because what I did is this is a tactic that, you know, you ain't did shit. This is shit you can do. See, I have all the evidence, video evidence of situation when I broke up with my ex, everything. You know, everything I was accused of, I got all the video evidence. This is totally fucking false. But anyways, what I did is that, fuck it. I'm dealing with that person again. I don't give a fuck about no damn, I need it. I'd rather have it because that keeps that motherfucker away from me. Boom. So I just let it. I ain't go to court. Fuck that. I'm not going to give the entertainment. Plus in New York State, you know, there's other things that they try to do. So therefore, which is unconstitutional, but this shit don't apply with that. Listen, when it comes to weapons, this don't apply. So when it comes to firearms, don't even think about the Iccpr because this shit does the total opposite. Go to the Constitution, which, you know, you do have a right to bear your fucking arms. But all right, so but anyways, I just let the family offense proceeding go into you know, default. Fuck it. I ain't showing up to court for what? So reason why I do that is because I make them, because I missed one time and they just grant this whole shit for 2 years. I'm like, cool, fuck it, I don't care. But when I go to family court and then they bring the shit up, well, not family court, when I go in front of a judge for a custody case, all right, they want to bring up Jerry Springer shit. I'm like, that's Jerry Springer. That's Jerry Springer shit. That's what I told them. I said, look, they're like, oh, you got to order protection. Her lawyer goes, oh, you got to order protection. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay. Key is, I don't say shit. I wait till it's my turn. Oh, you know, Mr. Yeah, right. You know, you have anything to say? I said, well, order protection. I said, well, you guys give them out like candy. I said, I can go out there right now and get order protection on anybody. I said, I didn't go because shit, I'm not contacting the person. And then I said, hell, it keeps her away from me. So I didn't care, but it looks like I got to go back and I got to go reopen that case and, you know, get it off. And that's exactly what I did. And when they call me, they don't want to see me in their shit. So what they do is they have phone calls. So I was on the phone call. They said, Mr. Yeah, right. Do you want, no, they said, Miss Hurricane Texas. They said, do you want, how to go. Do you want? Because I already know the game because I already appeared special fucking appearance. I was like, look, we're on a fucking phone. This is a special appearance. They already knew, so she already know what to come with. And I already called all of their whole fucking staff out with their payroll, with their bar numbers, letting them know they had no legal authority to do absolutely anything. So they come on and still try this shit. They said, oh, Mrs. Hurricane Texas, would you, do you agree for me to hear and determine your case? Mrs. Hurricane Texas says yes, and then they go, "Oh, Mr. Yeah, right, the Matrix. Do you consent to me hearing in a term?" I said, "Absolutely not." Okay, thank you. It will be sent over to part 1. Okay, bye. Have a nice day. Click. All right. 6-7 months later, I ain't heard a goddamn thing. So that's when I was in court, and they said, "Oh, you have a order to protect." I said, "What?" I said, "No, it's actually pending. They haven't responded." So I had to send them a nice response letter. Your failure, where's it at? That shit is, man, woof. That shit is 3 affidavits long. So, that's this one right here. Okay. This is under their own shit. This is one, all right, for that. And that is affidavit in support of notice of motion to demand dismissal, default, order of protection, void judgment of proceeding, coram non judice, CPLR subsection 5015A 134, CPLR 3211A 2.7.10 under Federal Rule 60B 134.28 U.S. Code subsection 1691, seal and test of process, an affidavit of motion, affidavit of notice of motion to demand dismissal under CPLR 3211A 1278. Respondent is contesting that this court, county, state, referee, and or agency tribunal lacks personal jurisdiction. That's one of the motherfuckers. They can't even sit there and even contemplate talking about this in the fucking courtroom. And then I have the affidavit of motion to demand dismissal. I should have used required, but I should have used affidavit of notice of motion to require you to dismiss under CPLR 3211A 1278. Respondent is contesting that this court, county, state, referee, and or agency tribunal lacks personal jurisdiction over the respondent due to lack of personal service, lack of process of service under CPLR 308, 306, demanding proof of lawful service by petitioner by traverse hearing, proof under section GBP 89U. That's their general bureau practice for the fucking sheriffs on how they serve and if they, what work they actually put into trying to serve fucking somebody. And proof of referee stipulation signed by, the Matrix. All right, that's the other one. And then I got one more. And then I even got another one after that. So, yeah, it's work. But anyways, so, they didn't fucking respond. And I was like, they didn't respond for like the 6 months. But then when I finally got back in court, they brought the shit up. So I was like, hey, that shit's pending. I didn't get a response yet. So then I had to file a new one. And I did that. And which one is that? And it comes in. All right. That's when they were sending me through the phone calls and the little punk ass, court attorney referees and shit. And they know I'm not playing that game. So I got the good old envelope from the chambers again. And this was a couple of weeks ago. And lo and behold, it's a new court date with another honorable judge. Finally, they got the point. They got the message across because I gave them 5 days to fucking answer, and they answered in 4. And is this it right here? Let me see. Got documents all over here. Yep, this is it. Nope, this is the custody. I don't know, it's somewhere in here. But yeah, it trying to find it, guys. I could read it. It'd be a mouthful. It'd be bullets. I'd be sending shots. Where basically you go against the shit. It's basically cut and dry. I mean, it's signed, sealed, and delivered. But anyway, so it came back under an honorable judge who I actually been in front of before when I had a CPS case for educational neglect. And the judge actually said out of his own fucking mouth that he has reason to believe that I am not educating my children because they was believing a crazy ass mom. He was caught in their energy. And I had all the proof, everything already. He has it in front of me. This motherfucker still did that shit. And boy, did that judge ream his asshole clean and basically said, if you don't get this case from in front of me, I know the lawyer I had at the time, right? He said, because I would use a lawyer time to time when I didn't know a process to get to know the process. Sometimes you got to use what hey, there's shit he can do and there's shit he can't do. There's shit he'll get sanctioned for and there's shit that he can do. So that's what I did. And anyways, he said, man, would I love to have been the fly on the wall after that hearing? He said, I'm sure she ripped his ass wide open because CPS had to tell the judge, Mr. Yeah, right, the Matrix is homeschooling his child and his children and has sufficient enough proof, and therefore it is not child neglect. And because his ass tried to bring what they call an Article 10 proceeding. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? And then, so that was out of there. But this is the same judge. So this is on a phone call. She got my paper. She see where I'm headed. She see me call out her entire staff. She see me expose one of them as not even being an attorney in the family court thing. So therefore, the only thing I'm going to get on that day is, hello, Mr. Yeah, right, the Matrix, Mrs. Hurricane Texas. Miss Hurricane Texas, do you have any proof of your claim, Miss Hurricane Texas, or her punk-ass lawyer that she's got? Some woman that does not obviously know who the fuck I am, because this Hurricane Texas sat next to me while I learned all this shit and didn't tell her that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And this judge is going to say, okay, this matter is dismissed. Have a nice day. And that's how it's going to go. All right. And then I'm going to go back in custody court and I'm going to say, yes, there is no longer order of retention. And Miss Hurricane Texas actually comes to court like she's some abused woman and makes a big fucking show and she needs escorts to folks. It's literally, if I could have a camera on my life, you guys shit would be amazing. You'd be like, it would be so entertaining and hilarious of the shit that I go through in a fucking day. It's crazy. It really is. Like, it really is. It's the most amazing shit ever. I even get a kick out of it sometimes. I'm like, this motherfucker really is like playing a role of somebody who had it all and threw it all away, and now is this hurt fucking baby mama and shit. It's just stupidest shit in the world, guys. It just makes no sense. I can't believe it. It's gonna be funny though when this thing is off, and I just sit there and do the Tupac walk in and out of the courtroom like I did for 13 fucking years, because I'm true in my heart and I stand on what I believe in, and I'm there for one thing only: the truth. That's it. I'm not playing Jerry Springer. I don't play he say, she say. I don't do wrong, and that's it. I don't do shit wrong, so I got nothing to worry about. So sorry for the rant, guys, but yeah. So right there, C, to be tried without undue delay, to be tried in present and defend himself in person through legal assistance of his own choosing, to be informed if he does not have legal assistance of this right, and to have legal assistance assigned to him in any case where the interests of justice so require, and without payment by him in such case if he does not have sufficient means to pay for it. All right, to examine witnesses, all this other shit, not be compelled to testify himself, all right, okay. So, whew. Everyone shall have the right to recognition everywhere as a person before the law. Now, I don't really like that one, but I think what they're alluding to is everyone has the right to recognition everywhere as a human being or person. I mean, I don't know why they put it like that, because I go to the next one. It says no one shall be subjected to arbitrary or unlawful interference with his privacy, family, or home correspondence, nor unlawful attacks on his honor and reputation. So again, if you're ever in any situation, especially family court, Article 17, right here, when they start rah, 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 say, look, man, I have honor. All right. I have a reputation. Don't, if you ain't got no fucking facts, don't talk about it, point blank, period. And you tell the judge or, whoever it is, call them by their fucking name and say, such and such judge fraud. Look, I have honor and reputation under Article 17 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. According to my civil rights and my political rights, I do have honor and a reputation that I need to uphold. And by my reputation and honor being put down in this court, that is an unlawful attack. All right. And that is an interference with my privacy, family, and home, that you're talking about that with no facts. So shut the fuck up and show the facts. That's what we got to do. All right. And everyone has the right to the protection of the law against such interference or attack. So that means law. So they need to protect you from them fucking punk ass lawyers and these emotional ass people, whether it's a woman or a man, and put their ass in check, because we're not playing Jerry Springer. There's been too much of that. Then you know why. Well, why was Jerry Springer on for fucking 30 years and Jerry Springer never got old? Well, it's because they wanted people to think that's how life was, a Jerry Springer show, but it's not. Shut the fuck up, show the facts. So, it is what it is, man. So, and then they can't tell you that what you believe in is wrong, because Article 18 says everyone should have the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. So religion, I don't fuck with that. What do I got? I got a conscience, and I'm a thinker. I got thought. So I have a right to that. So if I believe what I believe, that's what the fuck I believe. If this shit lines up with your law, you can't say that I'm a fucking sovereign citizen or whatever the fuck you be trying to do. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen, because the only thing that can be sovereign is land, and how a citizen is protected by the sovereign government of the land. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. Even people that talk about, oh, that's an oxymoron, you can't be sovereign or a citizen. Well, they don't even know what the fuck that means. It means the only thing that could be sovereign is land. All right. Land is sovereign. The people upon the land become sovereign with protections under a government that upholds the rights of sovereign people. That's how it really works. But, who am I? I'm just a fucking high school dropout, conspiracy, theorist. What did Christopher Taylor said? I'm a N-word lover, N-word caller lover or some shit. I don't know. But anyways, no one shall be subject to coercion would impair his freedom to have or adopt a religion or belief of his choice. Oh, let me finish reading Article 18. My bad. This right shall include freedom to have or adopt a religion or belief of his choice, and freedom either individually, so by myself, or in a community, well, with other motherfuckers, and in public or private, to manifest his religion or manifest his belief in worship, observance, practice, and teaching. So all the shit we doing, we got the right to do, and people are afraid, and people don't realize, well, everybody's doing what they're doing. You don't see the fucking people coming beating down your fucking door unless you're doing something that is a threat to public order, a government, society. We're not no threat. So, it is what it is. Freedom to manifest one's religion or beliefs may be subject only to such limitation as prescribed by law and are necessary to protect public safety, order, health, or morals, or the fundamental rights and freedoms of others. And this is how they censor us, guys. In case you haven't known, this is the one they use to censor us, because they use the health, they use the morals, they use the fundamental rights, The states party to this present covenant undertake to have respect for the liberty of parents and, when applicable, legal guardians to ensure the religious and moral education of their children in conformity with their own convictions, you know? So everyone shall have the right to hold opinions without interference. That goes to do with protesting, speaking your mind, Everyone has the right to freedom of expression. Freedom of right includes to seek, receive, impart information and ideas from all kinds regarding frontiers, either orally, in writing, or in print, in the form of art or through other media of his choice. All right? That means even conspiracy theories. Everyone has the right, they could, but they throw this down here for the protection of national security or public order or public morals. So that's why you see all this fucking January 6th shit come up, because they know this and they're like, oh shit, well damn, these people got a right to they got a right to this. So all right, okay, well we'll use B. We can say they're a national security threat, public order, they're out of order. We'll have an insurrection. We'll call them white supremacists. We'll do all this stuff. You know, that's what they do. And in Article 20, any propaganda for war shall be prohibited by law. That's just, I mean, what the fuck? Why aren't they in jail? That's all they do. You know? It's crazy. I'm going to stop at Article 21. An advocacy of a national, racial, or religious hatred that constitutes incitement to discrimination, hostility, or violence shall be prohibited by law. Well, we know there's groups out there that do this shit. One of them is, we ran into before, but they straight talk. That's why they are on the Southern Poverty Law Center FBI watch list, is because of what they talk. They got to be careful. They talking about, Europeans and white folks going to be bowing to them. You better be careful, because under these things, your ass, that's a federal prison cell waiting for you, So, the right of peaceful assembly shall be recognized. No restrictions may be placed on the exercise of this right other than those imposed in conformity with the law and which are necessary in a democratic society in the interest of national security or public safety, public order, or de public, to the protection of public health or morals, or the protection of the rights and freedom of others. All right, this is where your right to do protests and all that other shit. But like I said, this is how they use their political movement, because remember, this is civil and political rights. So if there's a political movement, all right, they're going to say, well, look, I mean, this is a political movement. We got a right to do this because we're going to have police there. See, what they do, guys, is they reverse it. All right. All these protests, we know, because when we were in New York City, they ain't know what they were looking on papers. They were like, who the fuck are these people? They like making phone calls. They don't know, because when these political motivated agenda groups go out, they let it be known because they have protections under a political right. All right. This is what people are failing to miss and don't understand what is being done and how they are able to do it, because they flip it. This is all flipped, just like they're doing the criminal system. They're using this, but they're flipping it on its face. So this is how they do it, because it's civil and political rights. People don't understand that. Well, what does political rights mean? Well, that means a political movement, and the political movement is democracy and the majoritarian rule. All right, the majority of people. So that's how it's a political movement, and that's how they have what? Okay. It's not going to be an interest of national security, because guess who's going to be helping them? Public safety. The police are going to be there. It looks like, they're trying to stop the protest. No, man, it's the fucking trick of the devil. It's a sleight of hand. They're one and the same. They're there. They're the little pawns, but the political players have them there because it's legal, because that's the safety. It's 2-in-1. It's a stalemate, baby. That's what it is. It's a boxing game. That's what it is, guys. It's a political movement, and they have the police out there for them. They're protecting them. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. I watched it in Rochester. They were going to have a fucking block 490 highway in Rochester. Guess what? Fuck the fucking police. We don't need the police. We run these streets. Fuck the motherfucking police. Well, the police said, fuck you. And they didn't come out that day. And guess what? They didn't block 490 because they didn't have the political protection. Guess what could have happened? They would have went out there and snarled up fucking traffic and probably got hit by cars. And guess what? There would have been some repercussions and they could have gotten in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So this is how they're doing it, guys. You know? This is how they're doing it. It's right there. The right of peaceful assembly shall be recognized. No restrictions may be placed on the exercise of this right. That's how you got a chop zone. What they do? All right, well, we're not going to restrict it. Well, we're going to make sure it's safe. All right, well, give them barricades, block it off, you know, tell them, hey, fuck it. We'll be outside, making sure don't nothing go on. Other than those opposed and conform with the law necessary to democratic society in the interests of national security. Nothing nationally was getting fucked up. Public safety wasn't being fucked up. I mean, it was, but it wasn't because there was public order. It looked organized, all right? This is what they had to report. All these people involved here. Look, there's no incidents. Look, this is all we're doing. Look, it is what it is. You know? Think about it, guys. All right, guys. It's been a long fucking stream. But, yeah. Damn, it's 11:42. Shit. I'm about to close this computer down. I'm making some dope shirts. Shout out to check the shirt out, my son. Look at that. The Nile. The most predictable of all human responses. That's dope ass shirt. And on the back he's got this. See, I love wearing these shirts. I love it. Oh, I've seen this before. All right, guys. Y'all still there? I'll probably put y'all to sleep, man. What's good, Bamboo, Rap Samples, DJ Smooth Podcast. But I'm about to get up off here, guys. You know, I'm late tonight. But we're going to do some more jewel drop. Like, this is just a quick crash course. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to do Streamlabs on the computers on these screens, so I don't got to keep doing fucking back and forth and shit. And so we can see it. But this is just a crash course. And no doubt, Rap Samples. But yeah. What's good, cuts? But yeah, I'm about to wrap it up. But I mean, this is what's going on. And the reason why I'm putting this, because it's clear to see the agenda, especially with all this crime and how it's able to happen, on how the Constitution is ignored, and they just can't ignore the paper and just do things because there would be no legal recourse. There has to be something in play because everything is done contractually. Everything. All right. Everything is done contractually, and that's just how it is. So you got to follow that. Now, you know, well, it's not being done under the Constitution. So what is it being done under? Well, international law, international, you know, treaties, you know. And I mean, think about it. It's be the same protests all over the fucking world, you know. So why it's obvious it's an international something. It's this. This is what's doing it, you know. So, you know, we got to use the tools afforded to us while we got a chance. You know, I don't fall into all that other, the Constitution and, you know, free man on the land type shit and all that other shit. You know, I got other venues and shit like that, all that, you know, make up some shit type shit. Yeah, I mean, you can do it, you know, according to the covenant. You can claim whatever the fuck you want to claim. But when you start getting into, something to do with damages, I mean, you got a leg to stand on, Do you got an actual leg to stand on? I mean, you do got a right to claim all these different things, but, you can do that in your fucking regular fucking Joe Schmo Schmuck government name. You don't even need, and like I said, this is what I'm telling you. This shit is all shit you can do, who you are. They don't tell you who you are, even though you have all this, all the years we've been fucking around with the birth certificate and the social security number and like all this accounts and, secured party creditor shit and all this other shit. Yeah, there's people who do it, but, I mean, I've been down so many fucking rabbit holes and it's like, look, I don't want to play with none of their fucking finances. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want none. I'm not trying to gain nothing. I'm one of those guys. I want to be left the fuck alone. I don't want to fuck with your shit. I want the canoe rule like the Indians had. Bitch, you in your canoe, I'm in my canoe. You stay the fuck over there. Leave me alone. I'm going to roll my boat over here. I ain't fucking with you and your shit. You don't fuck with me and my shit. That's how I want to live. I'm not trying to gain nothing. I don't need nothing. I don't want nothing. And that's it. That is it. I don't want shit to do with these people. All these other people be trying to do all this other shit and doing all these complicated ass fucking things. It's actually simpler than you think. It really is simple. It's just getting over the fear and then seeing what's what. And now with this document out, boom, it's clean cut and dry. Mix this with the Constitution, these bitches are gonna fucking run from you. They're like, shit, he knows. God damn it. They know about this document. It's destroying the damn nation. Of course they know. I mean, I got the paper. I got the one document right here. This is the shit they studying. They're studying this stuff. I got 100,000 tabs open and shit. Which one is it? It's, it is, what tab is it? Is it this one? I think it is. And there's covenant political rights, a toothless tiger. No, it's not that one. Oh yeah, guess what else is up in here? Look at this. Look at this, guys. I wish I can zoom in on it. Make it bigger. I can make it bigger, but look at this. What does this say? People think I'm full of shit. People talk all the time, oh, Constitution this and Constitution that and Constitution and law and this and that. The Constitution they've been ignored the fucking Constitution. But what are they using? All right. They only bring the Constitution up when they get deep in their fucking ass because they don't want this to get on record. So they hide it because it's not self-ratified. I mean, it's not self-executing. What does this say? In the Supreme Court of the United States, Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, et al., petitioners versus International Refugee Assistance Project. Research this shit. I'm telling you, man, I'd be going down some fucking rabbit holes, man. But research the International Refugee Assistance Project et al. Respondents. All right. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, et al., petitioner versus Hawaii et al. Respondents on writs of certiorari to the United States Court of Appeals for the 4th and 9th Circuits. Amicus curiae brief of international law scholars on non-governmental organizations in support of respondents, right? And this says all have the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights is in here. All right. And this is a case law. Okay. And the summary of this argument, the purpose of this brief is to bring the court's attention U.S. treaty provisions and customary international law principles that bear on the legality of Executive Order 1380 of March 6, 2017 EO, which replaces the now rescinded Executive Order number 13769 of January 27, 2017. The United States government is bound by the international treaties it ratifies as well as by customary international law under the Supremacy Clause of the United States Constitution and Supreme Court jurisprudence. These treaties and customary international law must be faithfully executed by the president and enforced by the U.S. courts, except when clearly inconsistent with the U.S. Constitution or subsequent acts of fucking Congress. The United States is a party to and bound by several international human rights treaties relevant to this subject matter. Those treaties, most notably, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights and the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination. But black folks don't give a fuck because they want to call niggas bitches and hoes all day and don't realize what they're actually fucking doing. All right. They want to call nigga, the nigga, my nigga, my nigga, my nigga, this get money, and don't realize that all forms of racial discrimination and, you know, they can have rights like LGBT has. Now they can be who they want to be. But nope, they don't want us to know about this. But here, all the people that believe Mr. Donald J. Trump, all right, Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States, is for a fucking republic. But yet he knows, because his name's on this shit, that the supreme law of the land that the United States must go by is a fucking treaty, and it's the United States. I mean, it's the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Point blank, period. All right. It just is what it is, man. It is what it is, what it is, what it is. You know? And this is for law scholars on non-governmental organizations in support of respondents. All right. It's funny how they got his Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, et al. You know, but it tells you right here what's what. You know, the United States government is bound by the international treaties it ratifies as well as by customary international law under the Supremacy Clause. Right? I mean, it just is what it is. The United States is a party to and bound by the treaties, and it says most notably the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Boom. I could sit here and find fucking court cases and documents all fucking day to prove anybody who thinks the Constitution has any standing anywhere. That's why I look at all the people, like people say, oh, USFL, and all these other people, even Paul Unslaved. He talks about the Constitution all the time. He never once mentioned anything about an International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. So how anybody claim they know any fucking thing? I don't claim to know shit. I know this. I know this is what's going on because I can see it, you know? But, you know, I mean, it is what it is, man. People could believe what they want or run through a fucking rabbit hole, you know? So, all right, guys, I got to get up off here, man. So where do we all, I know, right? Shit, people don't get it twisted, man. We can occupy some fucking land. I mean, it is what it is, you know? And shout out to people used to call Amon Bundy. Damn, that's what channel I lost. Amon Bundy a shill. But he dropped one of the biggest fucking jewels I've ever seen in my life on how adverse property works and how the government tried to do that shit to them because they occupied a land before the government was even fucking here. And it's been in their family and they tried to take over. People say he's an agent and this and that. Well, it ain't no agent. It ain't no secret. This motherfucker was in federal prison. All right. And he dropped one of the most greatest jewels you could ever drop. And I don't think an FBI agent would be dropping no damn jewel like that. You know? He dropped a jewel. It's still on his channel. I actually mirrored this shit. You know? It was a jewel about adverse possession. Showed exactly how it worked. Showed how they acquired the land. Showed how they battled the government when they tried to come take the fucking land. He explained at the Mahar refuge or what they were trying to do there on how they just occupied the land. They didn't break into the shit. I mean, there were certain things, if he would have did shit, he would have been all right, you know, because they don't own the property. But I mean, that's when the government does go rogue, and they got him on, you know, the littlest shit, you know. So anyways, I'm about to get up off here, guys. Shout out to Rick James, Brother Cuts, whoever else of the 20 people watching. Probably some trolls in there somewhere. Rap Samples, GJ Smooth Podcast. The guy I never seen before in here was Steven Helu. Not you, but the other guy in here trying to get me to fucking have a fucking battle with all the negative energy around, which clearly not going to do that. But Ocho, shout out to Ocho. And now my shit, Miss Brooks, shout out Miss Brooks. Shout out to all the new people here, man. Much love to y'all. Just Kip. John Bryant, thanks for joining. Like I said, thanks for all the the new faces, and yeah. But I gotta get up off of here, man. Much love, and we'll rock out with a Purple Beats. Purple Beats. We'll rock out with a Purple beat. Rock out with a Purple beat. His latest beat. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't. If you like the beats. Oh shit. I think my shit done powered off or something. Yes, it did. Rock out with a beat real quick. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up off here. So much love, and yeah. So, do some research. Like I said, I'm going to have a lot of information on this website that I am working on. I was working on it more today. I don't know where it's at right now, but I got a lot of things to do. It's going to kind of keep me busy, but, shout out to Mellows, the Eyes on the Audit, for helping me out with that. Good brother right there. And, yeah, I can't find it right now. Shout out to that brother. Fake Mike Real News for helping me out, linking me up with the brother. A lot of things going on behind the scenes, guys. So, that's why a lot of hatred comes around. When good things start happening, hatred pops up, but it's all good. Just don't feed it, and it'll be all right. I can't find it. So, all right, y'all. Peace and love.